Hey friends, happy Thanksgiving. I want to give you some of my Thanksgiving thoughts and wishes. Last month I drove through the South from Miami to Denver, and I was seeking to connect with my fellow Americans in a way that I never had before. I drove through Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, and Colorado. I'd been in Miami my whole life, and I felt like I needed to talk to people to see if America had changed from what I had recalled it to be in my youth, which was a friendly and outgoing culture, to a place of greater hostility and intolerance. And if it were the latter, I wanted to see if our differences were unreconcilable. On the day I left, totally by chance, I turned on my patriotic music playlist. I guess I was embarking on a trip across America, and I was yearning for a feeling of camaraderie with my fellow citizens. Being frank, I so wanted to prove to myself that we are still the United States, despite present day rhetoric, that I teared up to some of those songs. That's how badly I wanted to feel a kinship with my compatriots. I can honestly say that everyone I met along the way was friendly and sometimes incredibly so. I shared a lunch counter with a young woman in Birmingham, Alabama. I had coffee with a 23-year-old minister in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Had drinks with four middle-aged businessmen in Jackson, Mississippi, and had a deep conversation with two gay women with whom I shared a house in Blue Springs, Arkansas. Then, on a Saturday afternoon in Russelville, Arkansas, population 28,000, I was driving down Main Street to go get something to eat. I came across 20 people sitting in lawn chairs in front of a funeral home holding American flags. So curious, I stopped and I approached the gentleman and asked, "What's going on?" Doug was his name. He told me that a 90-something-year-old Korean War vet had passed away and that the hearse was bringing him to the funeral home. So Doug and other folks with the flags were there to pay their respects to their fellow resident. The very next day, as I drove through the incredibly scenic drive through the Ozark Mountains, the beauty of the land underneath me and the beauty of those people I had met in the past week were still on my mind. I came to the thought that despite our many differences of opinion, we all love freedom the same. We express ourselves in different ways, but there's no doubt in my mind that all Americans love our country and our freedom the same as I do. We are passionate about our beliefs and we think our way is the right way, but what is the right way anyway? And what is our end goal in expressing our beliefs anyway? To ensure that our democracy endures and provides us with security, freedom, and happiness? We surely don't differ on those desires. So it's just the means by which we achieve these goals that we differ on. Our founders and subsequent generations differed as vehemently on issues as we do, and I dare guess that they didn't always express themselves courteously. No one got their way 100% of the time, and yet we sit here today in a country that gives us what we want: security, freedom, and the ability to pursue our happiness. Is it perfect? No. We're not perfect. And since our country is us, how could it be perfect? My wish for all of us this Thanksgiving is that we thank our forebearers and ourselves for preserving our precious democracy since its founding. I hope we can all appreciate that we love our freedom equally and that none of us has all of the right answers. We believe we know what's best, but so do others. We must respect that fact and give and take. It's unrealistic that in the year ahead to expect that nastiness of campaigns will disappear. We know what to expect in 2020, but we do not have to fall prey to that ugliness and perpetuate it ourselves. So let's appreciate that we all love freedom equally and that the preservation of our cherished democracy depends not on always getting our way, but by winning some and losing some. That's what got us this far since 1776, and that's what will forever be the case. My friends, I hope your Thanksgiving is filled with the nourishing warmth of your family and friends, the smells of delicious recipes in the house, the compassion for the less fortunate around the globe, and appreciation for our freedom. And that you end Thanksgiving Day with a peaceful, easy feeling. And maybe with the playing of the Stars and Stripes forever. If you like this blog, please share it and like it here on this site. And also, please comment. This is Robert Band, your business finance expert, helping business owners make their accounting problems go away. Remember, one tip could be worth millions, and profits today grow into fortunes tomorrow, so don't let them fall through the cracks.